what happens?
Okay, I'll introduce myself. My name is Melanie Stein. I'm the property owner
If
at
you could-
514
excuse me. Excuse me, if you could raise your right hand.
Sure.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, I do.
So sworn.
I'm the property owner at 514 Prospect Avenue, so adjacent to the triangular piece that I guess is now being created or hived off. I have a number of concerns about the proposal, which we can go through. I mean, one of them is, I think we all have to appreciate that this does change the character of the neighborhood in our corner in a number of fundamental ways. You're taking two single-story houses, one of which has now been destroyed, and creating three fairly large-size homes. I will point out that the 4,000 square feet may not seem tremendous, but when you take this issue of what is being built on top of the garage, all this empty attic space, we all recognize the, hood and a wink, and it suddenly becomes a 6,000 square foot house. So I am concerned about that. It is not in keeping with the prevailing setbacks. My other concern is about the intensity of use of the land, and in particular, the water runoff onto my property. I will say that we do have water issues on this side. The first thing I did within the first couple of months that I moved into my house was install a sump pump because the entire crawl space was totally flooded. My neighbors also all put in sump pumps. It's been a continual issue. And so I am concerned about that, and I would be interested to hear from the applicant. I understand that they are hooking up to the sewer, but there was some suggestion that what's closest to my house is the water is actually running toward my property, and so I would like to know if that's going to be addressed. And my other huge concern here has to do with tree canopy issues. That was really a forested lot, largely my property when I moved in 10 years ago. The storms did already knock out, on my property alone, I probably lost 20-something trees. And so one of those sites has been largely cleared of land. I know that there is a replacement, and I'm appreciative that 30 trees will be added for 24, but it would be nice if they were not just 10-foot trees as the town has requested, but really substantially larger trees. These were old-growth trees. Many of them were taken down, putting in little things. It's nice that they're going to be bigger in 30 years, but it would be nice if they were bigger now. And I will say I'm concerned in that connection with wildlife in the area. We do have great horned owl back there. We have red fox. We have native pheasants. That, 3 homes, lawn, it affects a lot. And I would urge the town, to the extent that they're going to approve this project, that there really is a hard and fast requirement of putting in real trees, not stubby little things. And I'm thinking a little bit about the wildlife, the native species. I see that the Environmental Commission has made all sorts of recommendations about native planting. It would be nice if those weren't just, economically feasible, but they were actually town requirements. So, those are all of my concerns. I would appreciate it to see that this is not approved tonight, but rather delayed for further hearing. I note that the Environmental Commission report is dated February 8th. I received the notice in my box Thursday, February 9th. This is now 1 week later, so not a lot of time was given within the 10 days notice period, I guess. But really, it's been noticed, for the Thursday of a holiday weekend, 8 days before. This is a substantial major subdivision, and this is totally changing the character of that neighborhood. And I really think that as a public, we should be given more time than 8 days to consider all of these issues, and particularly with respect to the water issue, which is not an insignificant one. So those are my thoughts. I see some of my neighbors are here, so